What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. If you were to name somebody hella shady in the industry, a person that you could not trust, a backstabber, a down bad baby mama, cheek clapping edition, who would you come up with? It's a lot. You could say Sexy Red, maybe Sukiana, somebody like that. But I would argue, if you were to go a little bit further, by far one of the most shadiest people is Apryl Jones. Apryl Jones has to be one of the most vindictive, like out-of-pocket ladies since I've been covering celebrities, right? Beautiful lady, but down bad. And as you know, she has, I believe, 2 children, 2 or 3, by B2K, former singer of B2K, Omarion. All right. Now, we already know that Omarion, J-Bug, Raspy, Lil Fizz, there was some problems, right? And then Omarion had kind of like went on out on his own. And then it was kind of like beefing for a while. It was not cool. All right. At the same time, Omarion was not cool with Apryl Jones. Now, the thing about him is he never comes out and says anything negative about her. She would take shots. She would try to get his attention and things like that. He would always keep it in pocket, all right? Well, then we all know what ended up happening with Apryl Jones. And she actually went on a podcast to explain the situation.
Did you fall in love with Fizz?
No, Fizz was not my type.
Okay.
Fizz was a great friend. Fizz was someone I felt safe with. But that was it. Yeah. And I'm so grateful for him. Literally, at that time, he was a great friend. So.
How did Omarion find out?
I think publicly, maybe not. Let me think before I speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember. I don't know if I said something, or maybe he's seen us. I know he saw us hanging out because we were on blogs together. Mm-hmm. So he saw us hanging out before the show ended up coming out, but he didn't say anything. It wasn't talked about. Like, me and O weren't good. We didn't talk.
Y'all weren't on speaking terms?
No, we were not. Okay. Me and him were not good at that time. So, yeah. And they weren't. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, it's interesting. I know what it could look like on the outside world, right? Because, these people grew up together and they were in a band together, but like, people grow apart. And
all right, so I want to deal with this. She says, Lil Fizz was not even my type, but I thank him for, being there for me at a time in my life where situations were down bad, okay? And then how did Omarion find out? He found out somehow. They were not cool. I'm talking about her and him. And then Lil Fizz and Omarion was not cool. But just look at this. She never apologized on this. She didn't think that anything was wrong with it. And like, it was just, for me, it was really nasty. Like, I just couldn't see, like, this is like, Omarion is this dude. Like, they were friends. They were in a kids group together, like a boy group. And then you go and then like you sleep with him. And then there is no accountability for what she did. So if he wasn't your type, how did you get with him? Y'all got with him because you hated Omarion. Okay? That's why. And then after y'all did it, you wanna know what Omarion didn't do? He didn't pay y'all no attention. No, he didn't. He went on ahead about his life. Oh, you want to go ahead and get clapped by him? Bet that. It's all good. Have fun. Didn't even pay y'all no attention. So what ended up happening? Him and Fizz ended up somehow working it out. Now they back on tour, or going back on tour together. Okay? Now, Apryl Jones ended up with Taye Diggs. Right? So everybody's like, oh, okay, it's cool. Taye Diggs back dealing with black women and all that. Well, not quite, because she lost him too. So you no longer have Taye Diggs. Dr. Dre, from what I was told, started clapping him too, all right? She ended up also losing Dr. Dre. So then what happened to Apryl Jones after all of this?
I'm outside. Today was my first day, and I was scanning my patients. It's like riding a bicycle, you know? really is. I'm back in action. Everyone is so nice too. It's really nice to be a part of a team of people who just welcome you in, who are so nice, that are willing to help you and just take their time with you and all of that. Like, so if you're working at a job and the people around you just make you feel welcome, just be grateful for that. I know that I am, because it's not always been that way. So yeah, man, I'll be keeping you guys posted. Peace.
Now, let me just say this. Nothing is wrong with having a regular job. I don't want anybody to think I'm dissing somebody for having a job. I've worked all my life, okay? I'm still in the working class now. I bust my ass every day working. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But do you want to really know why you had to go back to work? Have a regular job, a 9 to 5, right? It's because nobody want to take care of you, Apryl. Like, look at what kind of person you are. You see, the thing is, it's one thing to have all the access of like Hollywood, big time name dudes that have money, that have everything. And then because of how you act, you can't keep none of them. So you end up losing them. And the best thing that you could be is something that's temporary. So now you got to go back and work because you can't make your work with Lil Fizz, Omarion, Tay Diggs, but all those guys you're with, they still got money. You don't have anything. You have to go back to work. Nothing is wrong with working, but that's the kind of person you are, and I'm gonna tell you why it is. Nobody got time for that no accountability BS. I'm sorry, they just don't. Like that kind of, why did it in? You never said I was wrong, nothing. Like that's the problem. So that attitude follows you for like the rest of your life. Like you do understand that, right? Like, and Apryl Jones is still a very good looking woman. Apryl Jones had all kind of access to everybody, beautiful, even when she still had the 2 kids. Dudes were still dealing with her. Nobody wants to deal with you. You want to know why? Because wall. Like even though she fine, wall. What do you mean, O'Shea? She's still fine, but the wall is there. Not because of her age and what she looked like necessarily, but just because she's too expensive to deal with. Like nobody want to deal with all them problems. Once you started messing with Lil Fizz, guys was like, wait a minute, non-rapping Lil Fizz? Yeah, him. Wait, hold on. She let Fizz clap? Yes. She let Lil Fizz clap? Yes. Oh, hell no. Nah, I'm straight. What you mean? Nah, I don't want that no more. I'm good. I'm straight. Why you straight? I can't respect that. I just can't. Why can't you respect it? I'm good, bro. And y'all ladies don't understand when y'all go and do like stuff like that, like irrational stuff, like dudes logically assess that. Like, wait a minute, she was with Omarion and now she with his friend? To us as men, it's like, wait a minute, so she couldn't get nobody else? Nah. Oh, even though she did get Tay Diggs a little bit afterwards, but still, can't keep him. So now you can't get nobody. And then you looked at as somebody that can't be trusted. Like, so now if I have a friend, I bring him around, you get mad at me, what you gonna do? I'll tell you what she'll do. Especially if your friend don't like you, she gonna go ahead and go to Clap City. She's gonna enroll in Clap City Community College and it will be booty clapping it up. That's what's gonna happen, right? And at the end of the day, you have that same mentality where you don't grow and you end up losing to the same mentality in the future. I wanna tell a story about this lady. I always tell her, but I'm gonna tell her now. I was dating one of the most beautiful girls in my time. I'm talking about fine. We broke up, I was like 16, 17. It was kind of my fault, but I did catch her cheating at homecoming in 1997 at Grant High School. But anyways, it was 96 actually. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me kind of go back and talk about everything else, all right? So anyways, after which, I tried to get back in the game. She wasn't having it. She ended up with this dude. And of course, whenever I would encounter her, she would talk about what I did. I hurt her feelings. I wasn't cool. And I mean, I did kind of carry it in a bad way. I'm not gonna lie. I could have handled it a lot better. But all right, cool. You don't want to deal with me no more. It's all good, right? I end up going to college, end up doing better for myself, not being down bad. What did she end up doing? This chick ended up getting pregnant by a dude. Gave the dude like 6 kids. I come back to Sacramento. Mom sent me to Target, as y'all call it in the black community. I go to Target. Not thinking about nothing, I'm just sitting there. Who do I see on cash register number 5? I see, that's her name, right? I'm like, she looked familiar, but she's so damn bad. I just don't think that that's her. But I look closely, I'm like, man, that is her. And I don't even want to describe like how much stress she had been through in her life and what she looked like at the time I saw her. It's crazy what a man, like if a woman get with the wrong man, it's crazy how that woman could end up looking, how bad she can look, like just stressed out. I felt so bad for her. I did not want her to see me. In other words, I didn't want her to see that I see her in that kind of way. I wanted to at least give her some dignity. I did everything I could to hide from her ass, all right? And the reality is, she should have never developed. Like, she never got out of the problems that she caused for people and for herself. So she ended up at that job, being a single mom, in a bad position, and like, I mean, just terrible, terrible. She should have just stuck with me, okay? At least I would have tricked it off on her, okay? And Apryl Jones, congratulations, you got a job, but ain't gonna have no man to take care of you. Not no man long term. Can't keep nobody. You gotta be able to keep somebody. And at the end of the day, all of that always come back to hunt them. They never learn. Some, not all of them, but some ladies just never learn. Oh, well, he's inconsiderate. What about you? What? What do you mean, what about me? And that stuff works when you find, like when you're exceptionally good looking and you can keep yourself up, especially, I'm gonna be honest, you light skin in the mix, it works until it don't work no more. Now, the problem is, what happens when it don't work no more? Now, all of a sudden, y'all don't want to talk about it no more. Well, what happens when it don't work no more? What? Good. Then all of a sudden, it's not funny. Now you got to go back to work because no man won't take care of you. Although every man wanted to take care of you at once. Now they don't, okay? Because now the other 20-year-olds and 22-year-olds is coming through there, and it's cheaper to deal with them. They ain't got no attitude like you. Yeah, you just miss out. No accountability. Guys get tired of talking to you about not having no accountability. Like if you've heard that in your life by many men are just gonna get tired of talking to you about that. Going in one ear, out the other. It's only so many times a guy can talk to you about your problem. And if you don't want to listen, it's fine. You don't have to. Somebody else listen for you, as they always do. And guess who'll be there down bad? Yo ass. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yo Shady Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for you just heard a bell. We're out.